Welcome everyone to Fireside 5. And for this session, we're speaking with the beautiful Angie Pomeroy, who I have connected with through Erica Jago, who is an amazing business mentor in Tabernacle. And I've just discovered too that Angie and I have also moved through Brett Larkin's yoga practices together as well and training. So it's beautiful that we've ended up together. And what I find quite interesting is that Angie has this beautiful presence about her, which when you head over to her Instagram space, you will see. And there's this amazing warmth and motherly character that comes through with Angie. And I just felt so comfortable and drawn to her. And the funny thing is that with Erica's master class that we're moving through at the moment, her residency, each week there are these live calls where all the beautiful women get to connect. But me being on the other side of the world, it doesn't work for me. So I haven't fully connected with these beautiful women in this space as such, but somehow it has unraveled for me and Angie. And I think that's especially because Angie does work with teachers. So Angie was a teacher herself. She is now retired and is wanting to infuse all our beautiful teachers out there with amazing, nourishing, mindful practices so that they feel they have the capacity to love what they do, re-spark that joy and passion into what they do, which then also affects our children in a beautiful way as well. Angie, welcome. Is there anything you wanted to add to that?
No, thank you. Thank you for that beautiful introduction.
Mm-hmm. Too easy. Before we go into Fireside 5, can I ask you just a couple of quick and easy questions?
Yes.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
Oh, both. Coffee in the morning, tea in
Okay.
the afternoon and evening.
Yes, beautiful. And what is a book or song that's really resonating with you at the moment?
Um, I just finished taking a university class on James Clear's Atomic Habits because
Yes,
I still
okay.
am certified teacher, and in the United States, you have to take continuing education classes
Okay.
to recertify every 5 years. And
Really?
so I took a university class, book study class on his book. It was actually the second time I'd read it. I had read it very quickly this spring, thinking this is amazing. And then when I had the
Yeah.
opportunity to dive deeper, that was where I went. So so
Yeah.
that's been good. And then that being said, I love Sarah J. Maas's books, the romanticy books. So I listen to those on the audiobooks.
Oh, I love that. I love hearing something fictional that comes
Yeah.
through as well. Because I think a lot of us who are in this world of yoga and meditation and, mindfulness, we quite often are infusing ourselves with all those amazing self-help books and, ways of thinking. And so when I hear a fictional, especially a romantasy, I think that's super special.
Well, I have a
I love
friend who told me you're just a self-help junkie. That's all you ever
I
read.
know.
And I thought, I haven't had any not or any fiction for a long time. So
Yes.
I got hooked on this is her second series that I'm listening to. The first one I did read, but now
Yes.
I'm like, I like having someone read to me. It's wonderful.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's brilliant. You've inspired me because I don't know the title of it. I think it's maybe The Red Tent or something like that because of all the womb work that I do. And so this beautiful fictional book came up, The Red Tent. I was like, that might be a nice change. And so you've
Yes.
inspired me to open that up and listen.
Good. Good. I highly recommend. It's good to
Yes,
have balance.
I agree. I agree. Okay, here are your fireside 5 questions. All
Okay.
right. So, your first one, Angie, is this is around belonging and community. Where do you feel truly seen and supported, and who helps you feel that way?
Ooh. Um, that is something that I have struggled with my entire life.
Okay.
Um, being bullied in elementary school, bullied in junior high, just learning to close off, play small, not be seen, staying out of the way,
Yeah.
and very introverted anyway, and then having these things added on. So it wasn't until, well, I've had some really good teaching colleagues that helped with that. But really, just being in a like minded community with people like yourself, people like Erica and Brett, um, when I really feel like at 50 some years old, I finally started feeling a sense of belonging and feeling like I did have gifts to offer,
Mhm.
and was worthy. So, but like I said, it's a struggle every day. It's a struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. And it's been this beautiful theme that has come through for me since beginning Fireside 5 because I am meeting all of you amazing women and I want to give you this platform to just speak to all these lovely, thoughts that float around for us as women. And the such a big theme that comes through is how nourishing and magic and special it is to find your women, um, women who are similar to you, women's circles, groups of women. There is something so, so strong about having that. And especially after, like you said, what you've experienced, it's there's nothing like it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's very healing to be in a group of women, and sometimes it's not even completely like-minded women,
yeah,
but women that are willing to hold space for each other.
yes, yes.
Very, very healing and nurturing.
I'm really happy that you've found that for yourself.
Thank you.
Okay, next question on vitality. So, what practice or ritual makes you feel most alive and connected to your body?
That would be my somatic yoga practice.
Yes.
Absolutely. I have, it's a somatic yoga that is kind of infused with a little bit of Kundalini.
Yes.
And I do that every morning, most mornings. Sometimes if I wake up late, because not necessarily late, but sometimes if my husband gets too early of a golf tee time, it gets cut short, my practice. But I do like
Hmm.
to do the somatic yoga and Kundalini, and then do a mantra meditation.
Amazing. Do is that does that come through in the yoga? Because I know you also offer an online yoga session on a Sunday evening,
Yes.
which would perhaps be Monday morning-ish, for us here in Oz and New Zealand. Is there that somatic practice theme that comes through there too, in a way?
I touch on it there.
Yes.
I might
Yes.
offer it more in my monthly full moon prep, sister
Okay.
circle type, um, longer class. It's a 90-minute class. But yes, on Sundays, I
Yes.
try and always incorporate at least one Kundalini, um, uh, not an entire Kriya, but just a Kundalini movement. I try and incorporate some somatic movement, and then a lot of it is slow, gentle yin yoga. And then we finish
Gorgeous.
off with a yoga nidra that I write a brand new yoga nidra script every week, so it's always
Yeah.
fresh on Sunday night.
Oh, beautiful, Angie. Question 3 on filling your cup. This has kind of been my theme this week, so I'm interested. How do you create space to rest, nourish yourself, or invest in your well-being?
That one I learned in Ayurveda classes, when I learned about circadian rhythm, because I always considered myself a night owl and would stay up I just got to get one more thing done. So, I would be grading papers at midnight and then wondering why I was, having to have so much coffee the next morning to get me through to how many times
Yes.
I hit the snooze bar before I could even get out of bed. So I have really learned that it is very, very important to me that I have got to have my body in bed by 10 o'clock and have the lights out no later than 10:30.
Good on
And
you.
that, yeah, and just keeping that consistent rhythm. And it just seems like everything else kind of flows from that one habit.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, so important. Okay, question 4 on joy and alignment.
Yeah.
What brings you deep joy or a sense of alignment, and how do you make room for it?
There's a lot of things that bring me deep joy. Of course, my
Amazing.
three daughters,
Yes.
my granddaughter, my niece and my nephew that are also awfully little, under 10. I have two kitty girls that they're litter mates. They were born on my birthday in my home 12 years ago because I was fostering their mama. And so just those things especially, but I've
Mm,
started to just reach out and think, okay, my kids, I'm an empty nester now,
okay.
so I need to find other things to fill my cup on like the daily basis. And one of them has been golfing with my husband. I really love birds. And so in Idaho, we'll see osprey, or we'll see great blue heron, or we'll see eagles. And then in Southern California, we see the roadrunners, which are just hilarious. So we don't have those in Idaho, so I didn't grow up with them. So I
Mm,
deeply enjoy them. And then in both homes, I've got hummingbirds that just make me happy. They just do. And I've got one, his name is Bryant, and he's in Southern California, and I can feed him out of a handheld feeder. And he's got a special whistle that I whistle, and he comes and he eats out of
oh,
his
wow,
feeder. So
Angie.
brings me joy.
I love that. You'll have to come and visit Australia because I've been really getting into all our birds here, and they all are just, we have willy wagtails. They're these tiny black and white birds that sort of wag their tail. And then we have our kookaburras that have this amazing laugh that comes out, especially when a storm's coming. We have the whip birds, which are two of the same birds, and one will go woo, and the other one will finish and go whoop. And so they just, so
Oh,
come on over and check out ours as well.
I would love that. I
Yes.
would love that.
Question 5 is on boundaries, Angie.
Yes.
Yes. What is one way you honor your boundaries or protect your energy?
The honoring the boundaries has been very hard for me.
Mhm.
um, Not just honoring my own boundaries, but honoring other people's boundaries too. My kids used to get so frustrated with me being such a helicopter mom. And
Mm-hmm.
looking back after I have studied yoga, meditation, Ayurveda, gone down this path, I think, oh my gosh, I did them a disservice, those poor girls. But so that's again something that I'm working on along with the worthiness and the belonging is learning to set boundaries, knowing that they can still be fluid if need be. But I think the number one thing for me is I need to be firm with my boundaries before I can expect anybody else to honor and respect those boundaries. And that's
Yes,
been my biggest lesson.
it's a big one, Angie.
So
It's a tough one as well,
it is tough.
especially for someone like yourself who's grown up with the bullying. And so I can imagine too becoming subservient in that sense of either trying to fit in or blend into the shadows or, just metamorph yourself to either suit others or not even show up.
Yeah.
And so there are no boundaries there. And so, how amazing that you're now in this space where you're super curious and aware of it. And your intention is to have those solid boundaries, and it's just going to get stronger and stronger for you from there.
I sure hope so. It's
Yeah,
it's just a one day at a time, and
it is.
you're never too old to learn.
No,
I'm
you're
learning.
not. I wonder, before we finish up, can you share with us all your beautiful offerings that you have?
Oh, yes, I would love to. Thank you. So I offer, I have got my website, which is just angiepomeroy.com.
Hmm.
And on my website, I have got a weekly blog. And then I have got a weekly newsletter that you can subscribe to.
What's
So
in
that
that?
comes out. That's it's called the Reset,
Hmm.
and then it's Sunday Soul Care for teachers.
Hmm.
And it's kind of it evolved because I always had the Sunday scaries so bad as a kid, going back to school, knowing I was going to be bullied, and then even as a teacher, just thinking, oh, it was so nice to have a weekend. I don't want to go back yet, especially if it was a weekend where I was grading all weekend, or
Yes.
prepping for art projects or something all weekend. So just knowing that those Sunday scaries exist, that's kind of where that grew out of. So the newsletter comes out in the afternoon, and it's got usually a little teaching on some kind of yogic principle, but how teachers especially can um, fit it into their life, or how I have worked it into my life, or how it's taught me a lesson in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's usually some kind of scientific um, studies. I'm a research nerd. And so I like to really dive into how these ancient practices that have helped me so much, how they're being proven by modern
Yeah.
science. So I usually try and have something like that in there. And then there's always some kind of practice that you can take into your to your classroom, that you can do with your students, that you can do on your own, so that you have your own well-being to keep you relaxed and calm in the classroom. So that's that. And then I've got my Sunday night yoga class, which is at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time in the United States. And that's 55 minutes. Like I said, it's the gentle yoga with the somatic and Kundalini. And then usually about a 30-minute yoga nidra practice.
Mm.
Uh, that like I said before,